From the Rivers property in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. In this episode, we take our cash game to the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where we were graciously hosted by the Rivers property, situated beautifully along the historic Ohio River. The staff there is amazing, and the poker is the best in the region. Our crew was also given a rare opportunity to visit the home of Darvin Moon, the 2009 WSOP runner-up. We'll show you the adventures that awaited us on his sprawling logging ranch in rural Maryland. But first, let's kick off day one of our exclusive cash game and get to know the new cast of characters along the way. Blinds are 25 and 50 at this cash game. Poker Night in America is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
Where do you live now, Steve?
Same place as before, just outside of Baltimore.
All right, I went to school at University of Maryland, College Park. Spent a little time in Baltimore, mostly just drinking.
Have you went to Maryland Live yet?
I've been there. I haven't played poker yet there. I've been there a few times. It's always busy. It's always
First action for Larry Ormson here at Rivers. He makes it 175 with Queen 10. Got one caller in Joe Cata, 2009 World Series of Poker main event champion, joining us here in Pittsburgh. Flop is 10-8-5. Cata sets up, and Ormson hits top pair.
Greg and
Well, you know, I should have thought of him
Christian
as soon as you
Arter
said Greg in Baltimore, but except for the fact that I thought he was like spending most of his time in Asia or something.
Yeah, he was down there for a few weeks playing.
Raise to 1150.
Snap call.
Well, at least we know that Tyler was going to get a tip this down.
Yeah. You get red chips so we can
Finally,
tip
got
on every hand.
got a decent sized pot.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Turn is another 8, so a full house now for Joe.
How much did you start playing with?
10.
10?
Almost a pot-sized bet from Joe Cata here on the turn.
Fold.
And Larry will fold, so the first hand of the night is going to Joe Cata. Well, you probably do recognize the name Joe Cata. Larry Ormson, maybe not one of the names you would consider a household name, but a very strong tournament and cash game player.
I'm like, and you can't say no to the free cheeseburger. You're already there.
I don't know if I've ever said no to a free cheeseburger, actually.
You know?
Especially from McDonald's. I don't know what it is. It has a little bit of a hold on me.
Pocket 9 for Dave
It's the
Eldridge.
McDonald's pickle.
150.
Now to Dan O'Brien.
But what about White Castle? Does that have a hold on you? Or?
475.
White Castle gets me from time to time.
White Castle's good.
Yeah, I've probably had like twice in the last 8 years, but they're not really around me.
And this is Larry Ormson with King 5 of clubs. Wow, big hand for Darvin Moon, but he's going to elect to sit this one out with Ace-Jack, considering there was a raise, a re-raise, and a call. Dave representing a very big hand. He makes his 4-bet 1350, and now to Dan O'Brien, who has a kind of big
Have I
hand.
seen that shirt on you before, Dan? It looks familiar. I like it.
This is brand spanking new.
He wears it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He wears it.
I clean up well. You ought to try it once in a while.
I'm not really known for my good looks, whatever I'm wearing.
So Dan will call,
I think we should do a day on the town. Take you out.
and let's see if Larry wants
So
to
Taylor?
continue. He sure does.
I'm the charmer, not the looker.
You could be the driver then, huh?
No fear here is my favorite expression.
I'm a good wingman because I can
Crazy
lie about
players?
you with a straight face. You go off to the men's room and I like, you know.
$4,100 in the pot, and here's the flop. It's Ace Queen 6. Ironically enough, a scary flop for all 3 players.
I'll tell him, you go to the restroom and I'll tell her, like, he's loaded and he's easy.
Oh, God.
Just go for it.
After 2 checks, action now on Dan. Dan O'Brien, a poker pro that resides in Las Vegas.
Eventually get over there, don't worry.
You guys got side action going over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had red.
28.
Is that triple?
Getting the orange in the game now.
That was always so degenerate.
What?
Back when the big game, back at the beginning of the poker boom, and they were playing 4,000, 8,000, and then they would do the props. And literally could be, I mean, they'd be risking more on the props than yeah.
And Pocket Jacks will take it down with a strong bet on the flop. Pocket Jacks, one of those hands that is probably one of the toughest there is to play in all of poker. More poker coming up after the break. Plus, a little later on, we send a film crew out to try to survive a country adventure with Darvin Moon.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Thanks for coming back to Poker Night in America. We return to the felt.
Darvin, would it be dangerous to take a first-timer out big game hunting in Wyoming?
No.
No, it wouldn't be dangerous.
Oh, Darvin on your side?
Yeah.
Darvin, can we go sometime maybe?
Yeah.
I've never been hunting.
If you go, I
Have you shot a gun?
25.
Yeah, I've shot
Halloween
pistols,
costume
machine
tail on
guns.
you and tells you to run off into the woods. Though?
Never a shotgun?
Maybe a bad sign.
I don't think
Rifle?
so. I'm gonna buy a shotgun soon though.
He's like, I played a lot of Grand Theft Auto, shot a lot of machine guns and pistols there.
Well, I'll wait for my wrist to heal up. You know, you go like in the summer, or like when it's kind of warm, right?
No, you go in
Oh, no.
September when the snow's like 3 feet deep.
How long are you outside for?
375.
You put the white suit on.
3 or 4 days, isn't it?
Sick.
3 or 4 days, isn't it, Darvin?
No, 10.
10
no, we
days?
pack a tent on a horse and
Darvin
take
Moon will
yeah.
fold and continue to talk
Yeah.
the better points of
I
outdoorsmanship.
could have asked some
Dan
details.
O'Brien.
Wait, you wanted to be a hunter-gatherer, and now you're flinching at 10 days?
Well, I would be more adapted
With
to
guns?
it if I grew up with it. Now I'm just a city boy. So wait, do we bring our own water at least?
Well, if you want to, or you
Full
can
supply.
melt the snow, boil the snow on it.
And we're not gonna have any food. We just eat what we
Oh
hunt.
yeah, no, we bring food in.
But I want to.
Well, we need,
there with
yeah,
nothing.
we need. Well, we hunt too.
Okay, all right.
We'll be eating wild.
You want to get used to it. Down there in the steakhouse, they serve raw meat as an
No,
appetizer.
you don't
Yeah.
have to eat.
I'll-
Yeah,
I'll-
you can
I'll
sit and
bring-
watch me eat if you don't get anything today. You know, if you don't eat what we bring.
I'll bring a flint. I'll bring a flint. You know, have you seen the show with Bear Grylls, Man vs. Wild?
Yeah.
All right, so a couple of my college buddies and I want to do something called Dan vs. Wild, where I go out with a few of my friends with nothing, just like 1 day's worth of water and a flint and a knife, just to see what I could do out there, how
So
long
you
we
probably
could
won't eat
last.
for a day then.
I would probably not eat for 4 or 5 days and have to come back hungry.
You won't make it that far, that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't.
I really want to see, because I've never killed anything. I won't even kill insects. If you're not going to eat it, I see no reason to kill it. But if I'm going to, eat something, then I have no problem killing it. I just don't know if I can get myself to do it. You know, like a little squirrel, like snap its neck. I don't even know how I'd go about that.
Good luck catching one.
Twist
of
it.
those.
You just twist
Yeah,
it.
how you gonna snap a neck of a squirrel?
You're right.
He's like, come here, squirrel.
You think you can catch the squirrel? He's going to catch the squirrel.
You know, Bear Grylls did it with he caught a rabbit with a shoestring, but then it turns out it was all bull. It was staged, and he didn't actually do it. So if Bear Grylls can't do it, then I probably can't do it either.
Well, he probably could do it, but they weren't going to, take the time.
Yeah, he fastened a pretty good-looking noose. I gotta start watching again if I'm actually gonna go out there at Darvin.
Yeah, we can go.
Wow, this would honestly be like an incredible experience.
You ever see Into the Wild or whatever? It's like this guy goes to South Africa. He's like a lion tamer basically,
Okay.
but he goes in the wild.
Tries to
and-
tame wild lions.
Yeah, he tries to tame wild lions. It's
You mean he tried to feed wild lions?
Larry will fold.
the show is wild because he's
Larry
trying to tame
active
them
at the
like-
table, but the chips are actively going away from him so far.
Let's get him out in the wilderness 7 days, and we'll see. See how tough he is then.
I would love to get out there. And I gotta tell you, I have no confidence in myself whatsoever.
I'd be
I
there.
would
Had a
take
back
your
at it
side
with
and all
Ace
bets
Queen of
against me.
Diamonds. Joe, of course, the 2009 WSOP winner, just shy of his 22nd birthday when he won that.
Not very early, but I have a real hard time surviving for more than a week.
It won't be that bad.
No, with an experienced professional like yourself, I think I can handle it.
You have Fox News out there?
See, if there was enough money on the line, I would bet you the last longer game. Because I wouldn't. If there was enough money on the line, I would bet a last longer with you.
Yeah.
But that's because you would be trying to like find food and stuff, and I would just huddle up someplace and conserve energy
Yeah, you can
and
just-
stay warm.
You got a little bit more
And then-
reserves than I
and-
do.
Well,
Larry
I'm all
continues to
switch
push the
muscle.
action. A re-raise with sixes.
So like you'd be trying to. I mean, if you succeeded though, if you like figured out how to like hunt and gather successfully, now you're a lock. But I'm just betting that you would like have to quit or pass out before you got to that point.
Yeah, as long as you, especially in the winter,
then I'm
as long
just
as you
gonna
were
huddle
warm
up.
and you could melt snow
Oh
easily.
well, if we could go someplace really cold and we don't get appropriate clothing, you're doomed.
I am.
I'm the last guy to get cold. When everyone in the Amazon room is complaining at 2 in the morning how cold it is, and they're
warm.
buying hoodies from the gift shop, I'm still wearing my shorts and t-shirt, and I'm fine.
Things at this table are starting out very interestingly, mainly about Dan O'Brien and his outdoor skills, or lack thereof.
You're gonna have to find that like dead bear to cut its skin off right away. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you're doomed.
Bear Grylls lived in a camel. I could do that.
Why do you think that is, Greg?
Turn is a 9. See if Larry wants
Exactly
to
what you
continue to bet.
Why don't I get cold?
Yeah.
I've been that way since I was a little kid when I was skinny. It's just natural to my body, but I have the insulation now to back it up. So I've improved.
He will check, so now back to Joe. Who also picks up the flush draw to go with his top pair.
If we got a, if we hit an Ice Age,
Both check.
you'll be a winner.
Ice Age is guaranteed to come,
Deuce on the river.
or almost virtually guaranteed to come again. They're predicting it in 10 to 20,000 years. I don't think I'll be here for it.
I hope I am.
I hope I am too. but
1675.
I'm not betting on it. Well, I might as well.
Let's see what you got there, Larry. Looking like sixes.
Ever just want to start your day over?
Got it.
I'm guessing that's what Larry Ormson would like to do right about now.
Nice hand, Joe. Bad news is $50 goes to Frank.
More Poker Night in America after the break. Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America. Welcome back to the Rivers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on Poker Night in America. A couple of World Series of Poker main event champions seated at the table with us today. Joe Cata and Greg Raymer. And a couple of runner-ups, Steve Daneman and Darvin Moon, seated around the Poker Night in America table tonight. The aforementioned Mr. Moon and Mr. Raymer sitting next to each other. Greg's got deuces
You know Patrick? I played with him the other day.
and pocket aces for the other World Series of Poker champ, Joe Cata.
We were playing.
You can't change your shirt during set changes.
Poker Night in America brought to you by 888
What should I do
Poker,
with
where
it?
the world plays online.
It says red juice.
Just toss in the fireplace, maybe.
I think you should. I got a 3-bet hat.
No, I mean,
But I
it's
never
just-
3-bet.
I think
so
you should
better
just change it
not
up a
wear
little
that.
bit.
And Joe's got to be loving his luck here. Raymer trying to make a play with his deuces, re-raises to just over $1,000.
Well, I'll pay for this one.
Well, I paid for that one first. I think this dude's buying or something, they said.
I could use a refill.
Cata's going to bet enough to put Raymer all in.
How much is that? No, I'm just kidding.
Everything you have.
Oh.
Might have our first all in.
And one champ will hold to the other.
Joe. Thank you. Tip, Michael.
Oh, yeah. It's every one. He's tipped every one.
He's like, he always is run bad. Once he knows exactly, oh, yep, you've only got third pair.
Very unlucky
I
guy.
call the all in with your second pair. And, you know, and then you hit your 5-outer on the river on me or something like that.
Another pocket pair for Raymer. This time it's jacks. Just a min raise to 100. Steve Daneman is going to join the action with pocket sixes. I don't know how safe I feel with Daneman wearing a Ravens jersey right next to the Steelers Stadium. Larry's deuces are in play. Here comes Darvin Moon with King Jack. He calls.
Getting Darvin in here too. All right.
I'm gonna be the first all in.
And now the guy with the best starting hand of all 5 is gonna just move all in. Raymer and his jacks are in for 42.50.
How much do you have, Greg?
42.50 total.
He folds to Larry. Deuces are in the muck.
It's real
take
painful.
me
It's
out.
there.
Everyone except Darvin.
What do you got?
Big pair.
What do you
But,
got? Queens?
Those are all reasonable guesses.
Greg Raymer not giving up an inch of information.
You're the straddle, man. You're the straddler this time. You won the pot.
I only button straddle.
No, we were doing
No,
it.
we agreed. You got it.
I didn't know we agreed. I did not. I'd never heard that we had all agreed to straddle. I really didn't know. I honestly didn't. I thought you guys were just kidding, like, because I won the pot.
No, we would.
I'll straddle for you.
We all want to straddle around? We all good for a straddle?
Sure. I am.
Sure. Everybody? All right. Good talk.
As long as it around the straddles, is that okay with you?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
All right. Straddle
And
round.
I put
I apologize. I didn't even hear the conversation.
The straddle in this game is a $100 bet that always be put out right ahead of the blind. So whoever's under the gun is automatically in for $100, except Greg Raymer says, I never heard that discussion.
I just made up for a straddle. That's all. Carry it, buddy.
I honestly had
Dude,
no
one-
idea that there was a discussion of we all agreed to
It's raised
straddle.
to 100.
I was probably gabbing about something else at the time and not listening.
No, not you.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, you weren't talking about nothing.
You know what? I'm going to get in 2 of these. I don't think he can re-raise down there now, so I know I'm in this one. If I'd have thought that last hand, whenever you just flatted the straddle.
And the flop is deuce, 8, queen, all diamonds.
Dealer, can we see a different flop? Can I get my straddle back? I'll slow play this.
5 players and not one of them has a diamond. No flush draws as everyone's checking around. Darvin Moon ahead with a pair of queens. And the turn now gives him 2 pair.
$225.
I want my straddle back, Darvin. What? I want Greg's straddle back.
Larry Ormson's got a pair of 8s. And so he's re-raising. Back to Darvin.
Raise it up. Make it 800 to go.
800. Cool.
And now a call from Darvin.
I wish I could commentate this game.
I want to do commentating. I feel like that's what I really want to do.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
I can get you on
The river is another 8, and Larry finally gets some luck, making trip 8s on the river.
Like, I've done commentary for the HPT live feed before.
I do. I mean,
So you
I'll
sit
do
in the
it.
back
again.
room, and you don't sit to see the whole cards.
Larry bets on the river, and Darvin quickly pays him off.
Unlucky, Darvin.
Well played, Larry.
That was a champagne raise in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the heroin hit.
Champagne raises and caviar rivers.
This is a new dealer. Do I have to give him the 50?
Oh, yeah.
When we come back, we head to the woods of Maryland with Darvin Moon on Poker Night in America.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Yeah, we're going right out. We'll run over all them little trees right there. The logging business I got into in 1985. Dad and my brother bought a small sawmill. Our company just couldn't get enough logs in to keep our mill running, so I told him that I would go in the woods and start cutting timber and try to help supply the mill. I'm out here every day that I'm not away playing poker or out doing something else 6 days a week. My favorite part about being out here in the woods, you're out here, you against a tree, you're trying to better the forest, you're trying to better the ground for the next generation to still have a good, healthy forest to harvest and do work for the future. The logging industry is probably in the top 5 as the most dangerous industry you can be in. I had a tree kickback once and broke my knee and tore all the ligaments out of my knee. 2006, a big limb came out of a tree and hit me in the arm and crushed my arm. I think I was off 6 or so, maybe 8 weeks. So I like playing these little poker tournaments around, and I would play live tournaments 5 nights a week. Out of 15 tournaments in a row, I either took first or second, and I think I had 11 first and 4 seconds. But you know, when you're hungry enough, you're gonna bear down and do what you have to do. I mean, you learn to survive. It's everybody's dream to go to Las Vegas and play in the World Series of Poker. If I would have never had that limb crush my arm, I mean, I wouldn't have played that much poker right in a row and got that really serious about poker, and that's just the way life goes.
Man, what an adventure with the Moons. You know, I gotta say it, the Moons are amazing hosts, and we have to send a big thank you to them for showing our crew a very good time. Next time, we'll remember to bring boots. For more from Poker Night in America, log on to pokernight.com or find us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, I'm Chris Hansen. Poker Night in America is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
That tree's ready for the landing. And then we cut another one.
From Peppermill Resort in Reno, Nevada, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. This episode will be a bittersweet farewell to the Peppermill Resort in Reno, Nevada. The poker action has been great, and the resort has done a fantastic job of hosting us. We've had a great time here with a few laughs, saw some top-notch poker from a wide variety of pros and a few local players. We even had the humbling opportunity to see Chad Brown sitting in one of his last TV table appearances. All in all, it has been a success. It's not over yet. Let's get to the final hands here at Peppermill Resort in Reno. Blinds at our cash game are 25 and 50.
Relaxing. Just observing you crazy guys.
Snort some tequila with me?
Do I have the same deal?
I'm snorting tequila.
Same deal? I'm gonna go practice for the next few months
Half
and
the
come
volume.
back.
Never mind. It's not good. Scratch that.
David Baker was going to raise with Jack 4 of diamonds. Al Adler with
We gamble.
suited ace.
We
calls.
We.
4 deuces in the
Got
pot.
big-
It's going to be that kind of night, I see, on Poker Night in America. Here's the flop. Ace, 8, queen. Adler's aces are ahead. And Baker's got a flush draw, and he's going to continuation. And the turn is a 6 of diamonds, so Baker's got the flush. He now slows down and checks. And a raise from Baker. He raises it to 2,050.
And 50?
Yeah.
It's the hard part.
He calls. And the river is a queen, pairing the board. $5,100 in this pot. David Baker continues the pressure. The exact same bet, $2,050.
It's always easier when they're just right in your hand, you know.
Cards or the chips?
Yes.
You gotta throw one of them in. Jack high flush.
And Adler makes the call.
Didn't want to put you there. Nice hand.
Thanks.
Round of
What do
straddles?
you want to do, Dee?
I also
Round of
want to
straddles?
object to anything.
Yeah, it's all good.
We'll all do round of straddles, right?
Round of straddles on the cow.
Now that she put hers out, I'm out.
All right, it sounds like a round of $100 straddles is in play here at Peppermill. Pair of sevens this time for David Baker. He turned Jack 4 of diamonds into nearly a $10,000 pot.
No. Give him some chips and he gets a little.
Had some dinner, it's feeling
Unfortunately,
good.
Tom, I think I may have had something to do with it.
Yeah, I think you did. Well, we both kind of did.
Uh-oh. Somebody left Lincoln out of the cage, too. It's no good.
Lincoln calls with pocket aces.
It's Lincoln Park.
Where did Lincoln go?
Park.
Where did Lincoln go?
And Lauren Billings with pocket kings raises to 1,050.
Who let the ovaries out of the cage?
See you later, David Baker, and I think we all can see where this is going.
I think there's way too many women in poker right now. It's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Tom?
I agree.
I agree.
Based on your behavior in bowling there, and I'm guessing you're not even joking.
I am. Wow. Obviously, I'm joking.
Was Mark the one with the midriff uncomfortable look?
That was. That would
Mark.
be Mark.
I've had nightmares.
Al.
Hey, 2 points.
I'm not good at bowling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend.
2 points for the cameraman. Mark is also the one that challenged Lauren and I to granny bowling and talked a whole
No, it was
bunch
girl
of
bowling,
smack.
and we
And
did
then
get our
got
asses kicked. I
Back
actually blame
to
Earl.
Lincoln and back to the poker.
Wasn't even close.
No,
He re-raises to 1,850.
How many bills here? I'm all in. Twice. Once.
Yep, we saw it going to this, and this is where we're at, an $11,000 pot.
Wow.
Aces versus kings.
I almost folded. That was too dumb.
They're running it once, right?
Twice.
All right, they are going to run it twice. Let's see if Lauren's kings can come from behind. Flop is ace 4-7. Oh boy.
Spade just for a sweat. Spade just for a sweat.
Turn is a deuce.
Throw another ace out there just to make the second
Sick. How do you do it?
There's a 9.
How do you do it? This is
Lincoln wins the first, and David Baker, thanking goodness that he got out of that pot when he did. He would have also flopped a set. Now the second flop is 9 deuce 6.
Oh, sweatosis.
He turns a 4 of spades. That gives Lauren a flush draw.
Spade ball.
Oh, and the river is a queen, and Lincoln Gardner's going to win both of them and scoop the $11,500 pot. When we come back, more from tableside, plus a little later, Nolan Dalla limply lobs a curveball towards the batter. He asks, is poker a sport? Stick around.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Blinds are 25 and 50 at our cash game here at Reno Peppermill. $5,000 minimum buy-in. And Poker Night in America is brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
I got him plus 2.5. No, minus 2.5.
Or minus 2.5?
They're up 24/7?
Yeah, but they just fumble, and then, you know, somebody's going to score again, so.
I mean, it could easily turn into a sweat, I guess, but.
Well, Lauren Billings back at it with pocket eights, making it 625.
All right, I'm going to give you a chance to felt me. I'm all in.
Mark Bonsack is all in with his pocket jacks.
I really want Denver to win so I can come back with some more chips, but it's going to be a few.
Baker thinking, oh, there's a lot of players to act behind me. Still, ace-king suited, no matter how many players you're up against, still looks so darn good.
22.50.
He will call. And looks like everyone else is folding, so we're heads up in a classic race situation.
Let's just go one time. You want to go one time?
Let's roll it.
Okay, one time, guys. We're gonna run it one time. Dealer, can we see the flop?
And the flop is 8, Queen, 5. Jack still in the lead.
All the chatter, though, I know I was behind.
Turns a 7. Lauren Billings hating the
Not
fact
much
that she
longer.
folded her pocket eights. And Mark Bonsack is going to double up with pocket jacks, finding one of the about 3 ways there is to play jacks the correct way.
That was one of the most outlandish things I've ever been a part of.
That's why I just said.
Yesterday, we're like, what are we going to do for the deal? And they're like, let's give her 40. And the table's kind of like, all right, we'll give her 40. And I'm like, we don't have any red, let's just give her 50. Everyone's like, 50?
It was so.
What are you, crazy?
Yeah, it was like so
Everybody's
ridiculous.
sitting with like
So we're like, okay, we'll do $5 a person. I'm like, you realize $6 a person would be 50, right? Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Simple math with Matt Berkey on Poker Night in America.
That didn't matter, though, just to let you know.
No, I know.
The math didn't matter. It was weird.
I knew what the issue was. That's why I didn't bark.
Yeah.
No, how about the quarter? Did I give her the quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave her one.
So somebody owes you a quarter.
Yeah.
Somebody owes you a quarter and owes her a quarter.
We'll get it.
Looks like Danielle's going to owe her a quarter.
Danielle Anderson re-raises out of the big blind with King, Queen of Spades.
I think it's 5 and 2. How much are you playing, Daniel?
Baker calls. The price is getting better for Adler. And he will call.
I do like the grab of the cash, though. That's pretty. That was very dramatic.
And there is no way that Schneider is folding.
Very
I'm all
dramatic.
about the drama, Tom.
Very dramatic.
So we will have 4 players to see the flop with $3,000 in the middle pre-flop.
No, 6,000.
Deuce 3, 7. $15 is the bet. It was about half the size of the pot pre-flop. He calls. Adler hit a pair of deuces on the flop. Al folds. Tom Schneider folds.
It was 15, right?
So we're heads up going to the turn with Danielle and David. Turn is a jack.
Right. I guess I shouldn't be that excited.
She
for it.
is
I'm actually staying.
counting out a
I mean,
bunch
like,
of paper
I don't
here
have
in
a
front of her.
room anymore, so I sleep on the couch.
Yeah, but still, it's nice because you're with your family and everything.
Yeah.
I actually, I was thinking of stations. In stations, you can just deposit.
Here comes the bet.
The cashier. So I would guess.
3,100. David trying to get something off of Danielle, giving her a good glance.
Not even
$9,000 in this pot. And Baker continuing to think this over with his pocket tens. And Danielle trying to sit as still and motionless as she can.
I play almost
Not give anything
strictly
away.
PLO in World Series, and it's not a ton of people, but it's probably 15 to 20 people playing like 1-2 to 2-4.
I'm all in. 5,000-ish.
Baker is all in. And a very quick fold from Danielle. Wow. David Baker shows 110. When we come back on Poker Night in America, more from our No Limit Cash game, and Nolan Dalla discusses whether Peyton Manning and Phil Hellmuth belong in the same field. Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America. Welcome back to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. Let's return to the action. Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
Do you know Corporation Mike?
Nope. I don't believe so.
Mike.
Yeah, you don't know? He's like a
I've
fixture
heard
live
of
at the
him,
bike.
but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
He
I know
owns,
who you're
he
talking
owns
about.
the banking
Yeah.
group we used to have.
Yeah.
The second week we ran our big game, I 5-bet him with 6-4 diamonds. We were really deep. And he flatted with kings, and it came 3-5-7. So I had to name it at that juncture.
That became the name of the hand?
It was a fun hand.
I always know it as the hoopty.
Yeah, whatever. The hoopty.
Yeah, rolling in your 6-4.
Matt Berkey's a little over the head of Al Adler there with his hip-hop references. Flop his Jack Ace. Berkey just flops a monster.
Yeah, you're welcome. Who else got one?
And Daniel Anderson unfortunately flopped a smaller
I
monster.
had a shot. That's a big deal for me. Had a what? I had a shot. That's a big deal for me. Are you a little up, Tom? Just a little bit?
It doesn't take much for me. I mean, you would think with this body it would take a lot, but it doesn't take much.
You're a pretty cheap date, huh? You're a pretty cheap date, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Little Monster and Big Monster are heads up.
Is that beer on ice, Tom?
Yeah. You ever drink beer on ice?
Yes, sir, I have actually.
It's great.
Turn is
I thought I was like the only one that would do that.
Sure, good.
No. There's lots of grandmothers around the world.
Really?
I was kidding. I do it too.
Theory.
It is delicious.
Thanks, dude.
Cheers. I like to do it at Yankee Stadium because
Been a pleasure playing with you guys.
they only have like crappy
Yeah,
Bud
it's been a
Light.
pleasure.
So Bud Light's better over ice, I think.
Way more fun than the last thing I did.
I like cold beer. You drink your Coke
I do
and
too.
Diet Coke with
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's that weird. Some people get like totally offended. They're like,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, well, all right, buddy.
Danielle fold. Fold.
It's like a different thing.
Yeah.
Like Chad Brown announced that, right?
What Chad Brown do?
What's going on?
That was a double. Oh!
Boom! That was
Boom.
a
Wow.
boom moment right there. Al almost.
Do the sniffing glue thing.
No, I couldn't.
Why was that a double?
Danielle calls.
They just sniff. Yeah, right.
$2,550 in the middle, going to the river. And this pot will get bigger, no doubt about it. The river is a deuce of spades.
Junkie. Like I watch anything they put on TV. I don't care. And,
Me too. Yeah, I love that.
I still am. I'll still.
I enjoy it too.
I still watch. I mean, every once in a while, I'll just turn the channel and there'll be something on that 6 people I've never seen before. The Windy City Classic and
1,600 the bet.
I love that watching.
Quite a bit.
I think heads-up poker is so pure.
That's one of the few that I don't really watch.
Really? They made it like 500 big blinds.
You better get invited this year, Tom.
Call.
You deserve to get
Call.
invited this year.
Danielle will call, and the run of bad luck will continue for Danielle D. Moon Girl Anderson.
Matt, that remind you of last night?
No, I didn't get nearly as much.
I think you should.
That was an offer.
God, you're such a sicko.
Okay, but you have to wear the
If you
panda
flat
hat.
that pocket's so swollen, because she's gonna have to bet turn. Like I would check, then she would have to bet turn.
I don't know.
Almost raised turn.
How do you not? You're buried and you flop trips?
I mean, I think you definitely lost a minimum there. You played that hand as well as you could play it.
No, I
It
felt
felt weird to me. I was like, I'm gonna hit.
Did you feel like he had it?
Like so many of the spades, like I don't.
What's that?
Did you think he had it?
All things considered, how you're not felt it there, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she played the hand as well as she could play that hand. I mean, I don't see how you played any
Well, it
better than
depends.
that.
If I turn over a flush, you'd be saying the exact opposite.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but you didn't.
Right. Well, it's not like ace jack is my range there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, man.
And I get to go under the hood. How great.
Right.
Yeah, you should have had it on before the hand started.
I was trying to rap. What do you want me to do?
Oh, here we go. Panda hat's coming on.
I am cold. Oh my God, this thing is tight.
You know what? You Can you taste Al's saliva in there?
Maybe a little bit.
Can you?
You guys are gross.
I'm gross.
This is very difficult to breathe.
It's your saliva. You could get drunk. You know what? You're gonna have a shot just having that mask on.
2,000?
Why isn't there a nose hole?
What the hell's going on, Al? We're almost done. You gotta be this ridiculous.
Okay, we need to get a close-up of that because it looks like you got a thumb. It looks like you got a thumb hanging out of your eye.
No, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
What?
Show your cards again. Wait a minute. Leave your nose right there. That's looks like. Wait, you got to look at this. It looks like he's got a thumb, or you know what? Yeah, something else. It looks like something else. And
Why you
I
squeeze
feel
with like
sorry for
7
you
high?
for
We
how
have like
small
no
it is.
hands
I don't
left.
even.
That's all I can tell you.
I can't fold it.
I can't fold. I don't see how I can fold. I've worked so hard to get to this point.
You have not. Matt's still in
Oh, we're definitely making you watch it.
I am going to fold, and it's so ridiculous. I'm going to be embarrassed when this show airs. I am going to be embarrassed when it airs.
Well, not nearly as embarrassed as the guy who's wearing a panda mask.
What are you playing in bills?
Stop. It's like 20,000.
Your effective stack's like 20? Okay.
Squeeze me?
No.
We're using effective stack.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're using words like effective stack.
Effective stack. I don't even know what that means.
My apologies.
We're live. We're all old live players. We don't even know what that means. Attaboy. Get him. Get him.
Okay, so Ace King.
Go Al.
Ace King from
Go,
Mark
Matt.
folded but pocket
That's my boy.
threes.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I knew that was coming. Darky, boom.
Wow.
And there comes
You're not playing Al Adler,
5,000
you're playing
blind
Don
before the
Julian.
flop even hits the table.
Yeah, we gotta go now. Now we gotta go. One more shot, and this game's live.
And you
This
guys
is
are gonna
just
turn
so
on the
ridiculous.
cameras.
Yeah.
It's so
And the
ridiculous.
flop is 9, 6, 8.
Damn it.
I say we go.
Matt folds.
I am an idiot because you have nothing, and I swear to God, I fold ace king
Two
there.
cards. Two cards.
Two-card penalty.
Two-card penalty.
2-card penalty.
Game's almost over.
2-card penalty, sir.
Two-card penalty.
Come on.
I like poker very much.
I love to play
poker.
poker.
I'll tell you right now, if you have over jack high, I will give you
How much?
$50.
He has over jack.
Damn it!
You got 2 kings there.
I think he's just had to
You have
show
2 kings? Oh, same hand.
Nice.
Same hand.
500.
Don't go anywhere because after the break, Nolan Dalla gives us his 2 cents.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
I am so sick of hearing this question. Is poker a sport? Ladies and gentlemen, poker is a sport, and let me tell you why. Have you ever sat there in a poker room for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hours, but for like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row? Seriously. Football, 3.5 hours. Baseball, 3 hours. By the way, there's a play and a stop and a play and a stop. Baseball, being hit, whatever, go in the dugout, whatever, rest. Poker, you're sitting there playing over and over and over. And by the way, there's no such thing as a guaranteed contract in poker. Nothing. If you don't win in poker, you know what? You're out in the hallway and you got Zippo, man. There's only 10% of the field that's played in poker, and you're sitting there in a seat that's uncomfortable. Let's put some athlete in a poker chair, make him sit there for 8 straight days and play 15 hours of poker, and you tell me if they'll be able to take it. Yes, it is. That's my 2 cents. I'm Nolan Dalla. Yes, poker's a sport.
There he is, America's sweetheart, Nolan Dalla. Thanks, Nolan. For more from Poker Night in America, log on to pokernight.com or hook up with us on Facebook or Twitter, and you can watch entire episodes on YouTube. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, I'm Chris Hansen. Poker Night is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.